Welcome to Brawlhalla.
With Sandstorm going against Stingray, and both these players are insane, so we'll have to see how it goes into. But we're on a flat map. We don't have any platforms. We don't have to worry about that. And we're going into game number 1. And Stingray just scoops up that lance. I like that lance skin as well. It's almost like an arrow tip with an arrow end on it. It looks pretty cool. But right now, Sandstorm, with his battle boots going in for different combos, Stingray is really having a difficult time countering it. Is able to do it once or twice. Stingray getting smacked up a tap it. Nice control by Sandstorm with his battle boots, and Stingray is out of the air, man. Holy shit. And Stingray is down to that second stock. Sandstorm's barely touched. The amount of aggression coming from Sandstorm against Stingray's lance. Stingray is not able to regroup properly. Realistically, he's just having a rough time, at least for that first stock. But now you can see Stingray start to bring things back with those blasters. Nice side air coming in, misses that signature. Oh no, Sandstorm with another battle boost combo is unable to fully land it. Oh, and Sandstorm's unable to touch that ledge of the platform. Stingray did a very good job of making sure they landed that final side air with that blasters to kind of push Sandstorm to that ledge. And did very well. 2 stocks all. Stingray's bringing it back a little bit. But now we're seeing Sandstorm knocking Stingray into the orange. Nice neutral signature by Stingray. I think kind of thinking that Sandstorm was a little bit more into the damage threshold there to do a follow-up with that neutral signature. Stingray's already got Sandstorm into the orange of that second stock just with lance neutral airs. Oh, Sandstorm with the 2-piece involving that signature. Stingray now in the dark red. Nice neutral light coming in. There's a good for a down light. Sandstorm with that 2-piece combo knockout off that ceiling. And Stingray goes down to that final stock. Sandstorm messing around, trying to get some type of final knockout option on the Stingray, but Stingray is trying to make sure that he's able to get the second stock knockout with those blasters. Stingray's able to Sandstorm's able to touch that ledge. Sandstorm comes back, picks up those battle boots, gets that 3-piece combo, tries to get this knockout option while Stingray's in the orange. Neutral light comes out, and there we go. We got 2 pieces. Stingray's out of here. Sandstorm coming in with that 2-stock knockout onto Stingray in game number 1. Very, very clean, very nice job. But that allows for Stingray to be like, okay, well, this is how Sandstorm's going to play going forward. And this is the amount of aggression that we're seeing. And as soon as Stingray goes over to his blasters, I think he's able to counteract them a little bit. But that lance is just not doing anything at this time. It does look like they're going to be going back to Small Brawl Haven for game number 2. But that was a very, very good round number 1. So now we're going in round number 2. Same characters. Same stances for both players as well. And by the way, Teska has 8 damage out of 10. I didn't realize that until now. And now I'm realizing like how those attacks are really coming out. It makes a lot more sense. All right, but right now we're seeing Stingray having that platform control with that lance, trying to do something with that. Trying to get this knockout option as well. Nice dare by Stingray, trying to go for something. That down light comes in. Grab gets a side light into neutral air, knocking Sandstorm into the orangey red, now into the dark ketchup red as we described it yesterday. Side light, side air, and Sandstorm is down to that second stock. Stingray is now putting that pressure on the Sandstorm. Sandstorm put on the Stingray last round. We're seeing a lot more of that. All right, and I think as long as Stingray has that platform control, we're going to be seeing a lot more damage build up coming in clutch. As Stingray is using a lot more of that neutral air with Lance, which has a lot of range. It removes a lot of options when it comes down to fighting any opponent for that matter. Nice neutral signature coming in there from Stingray. Down light, neutral light. Gonna try going for a side air or a neutral air side air maybe. Oh, a downlight comes in. A sidearm misses. Stingray gets red. But Stingray is also doing some reading with that two-piece. Picks up that lance. Uh-oh, that signature misses. Sandstorm with the neutral light with gauntlets. And that sider comes in. Stingray goes down to that second stock. But Sandstorm is very, very low on that second stock, giving Stingray that little bit of a lead that they need. Uh-oh, and Sandstorm uses all their jumps, gives up that second stock, and is now a 2v1 situation for Sandstorm and Stingray here. I mean, Stingray's got this, definitely has this realistically a really good lead over Sandstorm there. And it's catching me so much off guard. I'm mixing up my words here. Neutral air coming from Stingray. Nice little battle boots back and forth from Sandstorm. Oh, but Sandstorm tries to get this battle boots combo knockout. Knocks Stingray into orange instead, but that is still almost going. Look at the control both players have over their characters, their weapons, their range in general. Now that we're really seeing Sandstorm show that pressure that we saw in the beginning of round one. Silent coming in. Stingray trying to do some type of read onto Sandstorm. Sandstorm with those gauntlets. Stingray with the neutral light coming in. Misses it backward side, lands the neutral light instead. That neutral air lands twice. Misses that signature. The neutral air lands again. Oh, but Sandstorm, gets the two-piece combo. Unarmed. Stingray goes down to that final stock, but Sandstorm is very, very low. I see a knockout option by Stingray in the future. Unless Sandstorm knocks Stingray off the ceiling with some insane battle boost combo, but we do not see that. We see a Stingray unarmed recovery, and Stingray takes his next game going into this third round. I mean, it's 1-on-1 now. That's definitely a different change of pace that Stingray really needed going into this. But yeah, I mean, we saw, what was it, round one, Sandstorm was putting that pressure on and Stingray had a rough time. Then round two, we saw Stingray do exactly of what Sandstorm did in round number one. So back to back, we see a skin change from Stingray. And I mean, same stance, the same characters. We're going back to Small Brawl Haven. Both these players do not like this. They don't like platforms from what we're seeing. Right now, we have Sandstorm coming with his battle boots, trying to go ahead and get these 3 or 4 piece different combos. There we go. Sandstorm with the battle boots combos on the Stingray. Stingray's now into the orange. Nice downlight, backward neutral air. 2-piece by Sandstorm onto Stingray there. Nice weapon starve. Into a 2 or 3-piece combo knockout on the Stingray. And Sandstorm right now showing what we saw in round one. Look at that aggression with his battle boots. And I mean, realistically, they kind of have to, just because of the range of Stingray's weapons right now. I mean, we had that blaster range. We also had that lance range. You almost have to kind of be aggressive at going against stuff like that. They're coming in. Nice little 2-piece and backward there again. Tries to do backward side, but Stingray with that blaster recovery knockout, and Sandstorm goes down to that second stock. 2 stocks all, but still, Sandstorm with a half stock lead. All right, we see Stingray coming in with that lance, trying to go ahead and just kind of use that range to their advantage, trying to make sure that Sandstorm doesn't get too aggressive now. It's neutral coming in. This is that neutral signature. I think I meant to do a neutral air of some sort. Downlight misses. Neutral air lands, misses it again, and weapon throw comes in. A lot of dipping and weaving between each player's attacks. But Sandstorm coming with that gauntlet signature knockout onto Stingray. And now still having that half stock lead, you're seeing Stingray being a little bit more aggressive, going a little bit more risky in these different attack knockouts here. Nice neutral air. Nice recovery, and Stingray knocks out Sandstorm's second stock, making this a 1-stock all situation. All right, we're seeing it right now. There we go. Sandstorm with the dare. Stingray trying to do the counter. They're going back and forth. This is final stock of round number 3. The round where both players need to go ahead and have this advantage whenever they can. Oh, but Stingray tries to do something. Sandstorm with the counter. They're both in orange. We're seeing Stingray with the neutralized, having that platform control. We're seeing Sandstorm throw their weapon and try to throw off Stingray. As we do that, we see Sandstorm pick up those gauntlets. We're going to be seeing something that Stingray is used to playing against compared to battle boots. Will they be able to counteract gauntlets right now? That weapon throw comes in. That silent goes in by Sandstorm, but the neutral sting comes out by Stingray. And Stingray takes game number 3 going into round number 4. And that was huge. A lot of really good back and forth. That final stock moment between both these players, man. Holy cow. I'm kind of like, that was mind-boggling to me, just seeing how both those players are counteracting it. And that came down to, there was only a 30 damage difference. Stingray was using those signatures a little bit more, and we're kind of seeing this pattern of, okay, we're seeing a little bit, the player that wins has been winning the most recently has been the player that's had a lot more signature counts, has been able to use them more efficiently. Those light attacking counts have been relatively the same, but the signatures have been vastly different between the winning and the losing player. We're going into game number 4, and we're seeing still the same characters, same players there. Back on Small Brawlhaven, trying to eliminate the things they have to think about going against each other, going down to pure skill. Down light neutral light coming by Stingray. Nice neutral air. Both players in the orange of their first stocks. Stingray allows for Sandstorm to pick up those battle boots, but is also able to get that 2-piece as well. And I think allowing Stingray. Oh! All right, Sandstorm. Knock Stingray off that ceiling like that. Go for it, man. Oh, but we're seeing Stingray with that 2-piece unarmed, tries to get a recovery knockout right afterwards. That downlight recovery lands again, though, and it's 2 stocks even. Stingray making things even right now. And oh my goodness. Nice dare coming in from Stingray. All right, Stingray coming with that dare. Neutral light. Oh, we're going to see a 3-piece combo by Sandstorm. All right, nice downlight by Stingray. Chase a whole signature. Sandstorm with the counter held signature. Very nice job. Solid recovery lands. Stingray still alive, though. Oh, nice read by Stingray, reading that signature by. Oh, that was a very nice uncounted for side signature by Stingray. Sandstorm going down to that final. Sandstorm going down to the final stock there. Nice knockout coming in by Sandstorm. Now knocking Stingray down to that final stock, involving those gauntlets a little bit more. And that was a very, very quick knockout. All right. Sandstorm trying to go a little bit crazy with this battle, but launches Stingray into the orange, giving Stingray that platform control. All right, got the 2-piece there. Stingray, very nice job launching Sandstorm off that ledge a little bit, but isn't able to do it for a whole lot of time. We're seeing Sandstorm taking that platform control, trying to get those little 2 or 3-piece combos, but it's now being launched into the orange. They have to touch that platform and do those combos if they want to go and win this round. This is round number 4. As Stingray wins this, he wins the set, and this is not going to be good for Sandstorm. Oh, and there's that 2-piece combo. We don't see the final. Whoa, we got a reversal there. Double nair. Stingray using that space a little bit. Sandstorm without a weapon gets the backward neutral air, picks up those gauntlets, throws the weapon starves Stingray, picks up those battle boots. This is the time. If you want to go to game number 5, you need to be able to do this. But Stingray with the downlight grounding cancel neutral signature. Stingray beats Sandstorm 3-1 in Moose Wars Moose Mania. And that's what you call a very close round of number 4. Holy cow, man. My goodness gracious.